So since our report in October, the reality is that a handful of independent journalists have found more large-scale waste sites than were known in their entirety to the Environment Agency beforehand. So the first question is does that bother the agency? And I guess the second question is fundamentally, really pretty much all our recommendations were rejected out of hands other than the ones that were pretty much already in train. So for us on the committee, we want to ask you, now that you're back here, now that that period of time has passed since we published our report, has your attitude to our recommendations moved on? Has it changed? What can you say to us now, today, in light of all the sites that have come to light since we published our report? Do we have grounds for optimism, or is it still the same position?
Well, I think, let me answer both those questions. Look, the Environment Agency has a list of a number of high-risk sites that my team and I discuss with them frequently. I am treating this now as an emergency situation. This is something that has been developing over time, but as you say, has become very, very significant, as the committee has shone a light on as well, and I'm grateful to you for that. You ask if it bothers the agency. Of course it does, and I know you've got Phil Duffy here next week, so you can ask him that same question, and it bothers us. I mean, we don't want this kind of illegal waste activity, and as well as talking this morning about the sites that are already in existence, what we are doing as a government is putting in place new measures, and we can get into this, and new powers for the Environment Agency that allows us to also focus on prevention and speeding up enforcement. So I think there are three different issues here: prevention, enforcement, and the existing sites. With regard to the recommendations, I feel that your recommendations were very helpful, and certainly the recommendations around metrics, where you said that the metrics were too narrow, that is something that we have absolutely taken on board. There are other recommendations that we've taken very seriously as well. And then also this issue around, should we do another review, or should we get on and take forward the recommendations from the review from 2018? I think the answer to that is that I think we have a good analysis of what the problems are and how they've developed, and actually I want to spend time and resource in bolstering the powers of the Environment Agency, in ensuring that the Joint Unit on Waste Crime is taking the joined up approach that it needs to, and actually getting on and taking forward the recommendations from the 2018 report. And there are three specific measures that they recommended: the carriers, brokers, dealers, the digital waste tracking, and then this issue around exemptions that were granted in good faith at the time, but that have been used as loopholes by criminals. So I think there are reasons to be optimistic that we're getting a grip on this situation, but I can't claim that it's an easy one. It's complex. We know that the criminals are using all the different avenues that they can, and it's about us trying to get ahead and closing down the loopholes and really ensuring that we've got the regulations and the powers for the Environment Agency and the other partners to crack down on this and to prevent it in